Good evening, YouTube. This is the Snowman. Just get my daily vlog in today. There's a question for you. Anybody that's watching this video, when you're finished, let me know. How many of you guys can run an excavator? Today, I got an opportunity today after work to practice running an excavator. It's quite a skill if you've never done it before. There's 2 foot pedals, there's 2 joysticks, and I really can't even explain it, but I spent 2 hours behind the controls of an excavator, and there's 2 different kind of controls. There's caterpillar controls, and I don't even know what the other one is, but I tried both, and there was one control that was easier for me than the other. So I don't even know which one's which. That's the thing. I went into this. I have no idea what's what. But I'm just so thankful today that I've never been given an opportunity to run an excavator. No one ever gave me a chance. I worked at a previous employer. They didn't want you anywhere near the machine. I knew how to run one machine. It was a high lift loader or a wheeled loader, and I used that for installing the erosion sock that I do, and that I still do, just for a different company. But if you ever get an opportunity to run one or learn how, I would do it, because I'm 41 years old and I'm just learning how to run an excavator now. I'm sure that when you're younger, you're a little bit more impressionable. So if you're young and you're watching this video and you're around equipment and you have an opportunity to learn, I would learn, because it's quite a machine. You can do so many different things with it. And every night, if I want, I can just go back, start the machine up, and these people are so gracious as to let me use their machine. It's you have to burn fuel, and it's time and wear and tear on the machine, and they're allowing me to do that. So that's awesome. So that's what happened to me today. Today was my first day back after a week-long Disney World vacation. So it was kind of nice to go back to work, and the people that I work for, they said, "We missed you when you were gone," and that was a good feeling. You don't always get that, other places, but the place where I work, it's a family-owned and operated company, and it's nice. You kind of feel at home there, and they treat you with respect, and you don't always get that at places. So I'm lucky to have found that place to work. But I have another distraction, some more movie props. But I'm into axes. I love axes. It's pretty cool. But my brother and I found this axe head at the flea market I paid $1 for this. This is an American Beauty, and you can see the temper lines. The reason why you can see that is because I put this in a vinegar bath, and I will never do that again. But it's kind of cool. But if you can see the maker's mark, it says American Beauty on there. It's really hard to see, but it says American Beauty. But it is, I don't know how much it weighs, probably 4 pounds, but it is really good steel. And this was the first fit where I actually got the mushroom, the proud axe with the mushrooming on the top, where it actually spreads out over top of the head. I am quite confident that this head will never move ever off this axe. Need to give it a little drink of vodka. It's dry, but straight handle, beautiful, nice straight grain. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. That's almost straight up and down. But honestly, I really don't even think it matters. That's ideal. There's really no run out, and the grain. It's like that. I don't know what Buchan called it. The sinewy, wavy grain. But that's a strong handle. What's up, Molly? My daughter, Molly. Here's another one. I found this at the flea market. I paid $3 for this old girl. Look at that bad boy. Old. I got a photo bomber back there. That's real old. That's a wall hanger. But it does. I've chopped some wood with it. It works, but yeah. Old girl. This is a Stanley. This is a Stanley. The neighbor guy was driving by my house the other day. Well, last year. And he was telling me about an axe he had, and he ran home and got it, brought it back to me. He said, "Here, you can have this." And it's an old Stanley, and I did some of the silvering technique. A little bit of sanding, and got rid of some of the rust and left some of that patina behind. Boy, does it look nice. But the one thing is I took this original handle, took the handle off, and I got the wedge out, and I re-wedged it. But the one thing I did notice is the head did slip a little bit. But yeah, that's a nice big axe. Stanley, I don't know. Older. Okay, here's another flea market find. I paid 50 cents for that head. I don't know what it is. There's no name. But this was actually the very first axe head that I ever hung on a handle. It's a boy's axe. And it's, you know what, that's probably a nice little wedge banger. The pole's not real wide, so. But it's a nice boy's axe. Nice for camping. I gave it a nice dark burn. It's not the greatest handle. It's a link handle. But pretty cool stuff. Okay. Now here's the axe that kind of started it all. It was right around the time that I started watching bucking on YouTube. Billy Buck and Ray. And I showed up at a job. It was rainy, cloudy, not real nice out. And I tripped and fell on something, and when I stood up, I looked down and I saw this piece of metal sticking out. And this thing was covered in like a half-inch of rust. And I soaked it in a vinegar bath for a couple days. I got the wire wheel. I wire wheeled it, and you know, this thing. This was my second hang ever. But look at this thing. I just threw it on there, and I've actually swung this and hit logs, and it works pretty good. The eye's a little deformed, but again, this is probably a wall hanger of some kind. But this axe holds some significance and is a special one for me. So I couldn't even tell you how old it is, but I think that's like a big old Michigan. Boy, this thing is it's a heavy axe. And you know what? In a pinch, if you had to split some firewood, this thing would do the job. So that's a special one to me. I hold it near and dear to my heart. And then I got 3 heads I want to show you. Here's a no-namer. Your classic single bit. Probably a Michigan style. Probably Chinese. But I'll put that. I have a handle for that. I'm gonna hang that thing on there. Check out this one. Another flea market find. Look how beat that is. I'm gonna find an old handle off an old axe. And I'm gonna put a handle on this one. It'll be more of a wall hanger too, but probably used for something neat to look at. What you doing, Molly? It's gonna rain.
I want a snack.
You want a snack? Okay, I'll be right in with that snack in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Alright. You got a snow monster. Let me see. Let me see your snow monster. Look. It's the Yeti from Disney World. It's a snowman. Thanks, Molly.
That's your name.
Yeah, I'm the snowman. And here's another one. Here's a barbaric double bit. I gave it a little bit of a vinegar bath, but I let it get a little rusty again because I don't like that look. I like when they're rusty, and so you can see the temper line. But it is I believe that this can be put back into service very easily and be a very nice axe for somebody. So let me know if anybody's interested in these. I seen that one gentleman, I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank. You know what? If anybody likes any of these, let me know. We can find some way to get them to you. Mike White, your axe is probably getting made here real soon. And, oh yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow just might be the day. I get to do my very first, well, not my very first, my second unboxing. So, pretty excited about that. And you know, when that time comes, I'll explain it to you a little bit further. But it's going to be kind of a neat thing, and it's going to be a neat moment for me and special, like I talked about yesterday. But so you got to hear about me running an excavator, learning how, and showed you some of my axe collection. It's not real big. They usually come and they go pretty quickly. So that being said, this is the Snowman over and out. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Good night.